Okay, cool. So let's talk about building a riff. Your riff should have 3 parts to it. Okay, now this is not talking about the song. I'm not talking about an introduction, a hook, and a verse. I'm talking about your actual riff that you're going to be using in a song. So let's say your riff is this. And that's the main, rhythm of it. So I'm going to have an introduction part for this riff, or some sort of way to introduce it. Okay, so now I have some sort of introduction or a way to present the riff and build it up. So now what I'm going to do is make some sort of mellowish form of it, or variation of it, so that way I can use it maybe in a verse or something. So there's 3 parts to that riff right there. I have an introduction, I have a mellow part to use maybe for a verse, then I have the main part for the hook or for the chorus, okay? So that's just one riff. This is how easy it is to build a riff for a song or in a song. And next, you would probably just build some sort of bridge, so it's as easy as maybe reversing the order of this. Then back into the main thing. And there you go. You just build your own riff, just like that. So your riff should have 3 parts: introduction, or your build up, your mellow, and then your main part. Now, let's talk about transitions. So this, in my opinion, is one of the most important aspects of building a riff and making it sound natural and making it sound like it actually connects to other parts of the song. Is we're gonna want to incorporate and utilize transition techniques. Transition techniques are, like bending, power slides, double stops, things that make dynamics present in the riff. So, in other words, let's say I'm ripping it, right? Right, that little bend, that means that I'm about to drop into something heavier. Right, that bend should be pulling out some sort of anticipation from the listener. Same thing with a power slide. I'm just using that as some sort of like pull you in, pull you out type of effect. This is all for the listener to feel something, and maybe to distract them or wake them up in the midst of feeling like something might be too repetitive. It's a way to really have your dynamics change the way a song feels. Okay, so we're gonna continue this. So another cool technique I like to use is having like a little fast lick, or a little fast scale run in between the transition. Right? You see me do that all the time, and to me that's one of my favorite ones. I just like that, right? And you get right back into it. This is in the transition effect, right? It's a transition technique. It's not necessarily something I'm using to show off, not something I'm trying to do to be fancy. It's something I'm trying to do to connect ideas together. Okay, because if you're just doing a riff, 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 it gets a little like, okay, when does it end? When do these ideas actually change? And these dynamics is what makes it sound natural. know, that kind of stuff pulls that emotion out, makes you really, really into it, and it's kind of like, whoa, like, where's he going with this? Makes it sound interesting and very creative. Okay, so make sure to incorporate these kind of transitional techniques into your riff, into your song, and before you know it, your riff is going to sound very natural, as if that introduction and the main part goes together. Right? It's just cool in between fills that really make the difference in those little small spaces or gaps. All right? Have fun, and I hope this helps. Any questions, put them below and I'll try to get to you as soon as I can.